Everyone we see is a reflection of us. Is it possible to love the dark? Can you love the dark energy? How do you love the darkness in your life? We all know about the yin and yang. We all know the equilibrium in energies and humanity and life. But how do you love something so much that you're taught to hate? It's quite simple. Look at it like this. It's just an understanding. Let's take Harry Potter, for example. Let's look at the Slytherin class. We all know that they are the so-called dark side. But they wouldn't be in Hogwarts if they were truly evil. Even in that era, you must know with light comes dark. So is dark truly evil? Or is it a part of the same seesaw? It's an interesting thought. There is countless of movies and TV shows about light and dark magic, or light and dark factions, or spiritual sides, a warfare waged between. But they wouldn't exist in the school if they weren't of the light. So how do we love it? I think it all comes down to, again, the understanding. How an understanding of areas such as fun, creation, cunningness, mischievous, cheekiness, all of these associated feelings or notions have been branded to the darker side or perverse, therefore keeping you apart from all the positive fragments of happiness. I think if someone is cheeky or, mischievous, it is generally associated with negative thoughts or negative emotions. And like with any bad spiral, it leads down and down and down unless you act upon it. So again, the association of the word to how we learnt it and the phrase and the energy behind it will always dictate how you react to it subconsciously. Whether you saw it by a visual or audio, memory or reading it, it doesn't matter. How you learned that phrase is key to loving the dark. I've said it countless times about feeling good with the energy around those things. But when something goes wrong and it doesn't feel good, the energy is just off. For you see, you feel words when spoken, and your mind is no different. It's just that when those words are not spoken, your mind picks it up. But when you radiate light, you will always attract the darkness. For they do not want you to exceed or excel. We can go around in circles many a times with many responses, same things I've said over and over. But how do you love the dark? Do you turn a light on? Are you comfortable in the dark? Can you sit alone with your thoughts, or are you afraid of what you might discover? We have shadows cast by the sun, but the sun is the light, and your shadow is your darkness. But your shadow will never leave you for as long as we exist. But the sun will continue to shine as well. So just like the yin and the yang, we are in balance of perfect harmony. How do you love the dark? Oh, you acknowledge it. It is there. Sometimes the darkness can keep us safe. Because the energy we feel the bad energy, but not through hate or anger or violence, but we pick up on the area and it protects us. For it's as the Harry Potter goes, protection against the dark arts, you must first learn the dark arts. So if you know what you're going to be attacked with, you can protect against it. Does that mean you have to use it? No. That all comes down to the person and the individual behind the notion. It's safety. Everything can be used in an appropriate manner, but it is the mind of an evil person that ruins it. The greed, the power. But who creates that? Is it society, or is it the parents? Is it the people through the kids? How does one determine whether they will turn evil or not? Is there a balance in the world? Will you always have an enemy to a villain and a superhero to fight it? I don't believe so. I think we've been typecasted to believe in an enemy and a superhero through everything because that's how we keep the balance, but that's not true. You can have a yin and a yang, or yin and a yang, it doesn't matter, but the dark side is not an enemy. It is the balance of when things go wrong, or an opportunity to make light from something that might appear dark. It doesn't always have to be an enemy. It is another stepping stone in learning towards where you need to go. You see, we've all been conditioned and trained to believe a certain aspect of it, and even something so positive can actually be used against us in a negative way. So you see, it's important to know thy darkness. What are your darknesses that you have been left alone in the cupboard? Again, another Netflix series, The Umbrella Academy. If you have seen it, you would understand one particular character. So spoiler alert again. Seems to be a trend. One of the characters in there basically is afraid of the darkness. He's a spiritual one who's psychic and can connect to it. But he is afraid to use those skills, and he is afraid of the dark because he has not accepted the darkness in his life. And that's to the nuts and bolts of it. If you do not accept that your life exists with darkness, then how can you move towards the light? For you have not healed. So how do you love the dark? Well, firstly, you identify what is your darkness. What are the areas that you don't like about yourself, and what are they trying to teach you? Sometimes it just takes an honest person to sit down and let it go. And let it go with love and appreciation. It's not hard to love the dark, but it takes an honest human being to identify an area within themselves that they have not healed. And it takes strength and courage to heal that darkness and to tell yourself that you are not alone. And everything had to occur the way it occurred so that you had to experience that darkness so that you may heal it at this point. But you must let yourself heal. You must allow yourself to heal. For when you think about the darkness comes. The more you think about it, the more it comes, the more it hurts you. Because that is where your focus is at. So how do you love the dark? I look forward to hearing it. With peace and love always.